pioneers and thinkers of great India. Many illustrious personalities have contributed to educational thought in India. Most of their concerns in education went far beyond the immediate into questions of ethical living and nation building. The synopsis below provides a brief perspective of some key thoughts in education. This is by no means an exhaustive list. Savitribai and Jyotiba Phule. Savitribai and Jyotiba Phule were strong proponents of social justice committed to the cause of the marginalized. They established schools for girls and for children from vulnerable communities at a time when this was virtually unheard of. Jyotiba Phule argued for the expansion and strengthening of primary education with school curriculum designed to meet the requirements of all children, especially the underprivileged. As a pioneer of girls' education in the country, Savitribai Phule ensured that they were taught mathematics and science, a markedly different curriculum from what was taught even at many of the schools for boys. For both of them, the cause of education would always be thought of in the context of a larger social agenda for change in society. Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore's ideas on education emphasized harmony, balance, and total development of the personality. The crux of Tagore's educational philosophy was learning from nature and life. The basic objectives of any worthwhile national education system were, according to Tagore, promoting creativity, freedom, joy, and an awareness of a country's cultural heritage. Tagore's idea on learning in natural surroundings, an emphasis on field trips and nature walks, and freedom of expression further propagated play and learning of various life skills in early childhood education. Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda emphasized a holistic preparation of the body, mind, and spirit. He asks, is the empirical world all that we need to know? Is this all that we are? Should the improvement of material aspects of human existence all that we need to strive for? For him, the core of human existence and human possibilities lies in Atma and in self-knowledge. There are significant reasons for his emphasis on self-knowledge. One, that self is the essence of what we are, and therefore self-knowledge cannot be set aside as unimportant. Two, self is what all us humans have, and thus both of the subject and object are universal. And three, if self were the essence of human existence, its knowledge would then serve as the condition of human perfectibility. An ideal of education grounded on this important insight then would be nothing less than paving the way for the manifestation of our essence, the seed for our perfection, and the foundation for the redefinition of civilization ideals. Hence, he says that education is the manifestation of the true perfection already latent in human beings. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi visualized education as a means of awakening the nation's conscience to injustice, violence, and inequality entrenched in the social order. Gandhi recommended the use of immediate environment, including the mother tongue and work, as a resource for socializing the child into a transformative vision of society. He dreamt of an India in which every individual discovers and realizes their talents and potential by working with others towards restructuring the world, which continues to be characterized by conflicts between nations within society, and between humanity and nature. He formulated a curriculum called Pre Basic Education for children less than 6 years. Learning was based on children's development and interest with a stress on the three H's: heart, hand, and head. Gandhi's ideas focused on the community being responsible for its children, education for heart, hand, head, local experiences, and local resource persons as teachers. Sri Aurobindo. The idea of integral education was central to Sri Aurobindo's teachings. The development of the child is not only the cognitive, but it is also the physical, the vital, the mental, the psychic, and the spiritual. Education is the integration of traditional and modern ideas. It should be of universal character. According to him, all children have something of the divine in them, something that is unique to them. The teacher should be able to see possibilities and guide children in finding themselves and achieving their true potential. He said that the teacher does not call forth the knowledge that is within, he only shows him where it lies and how it can be habituated to rise to the surface. Only free and interest driven learning can nurture the soul of the child. Aurobindo believed that children's immediate environment, their familiar experiences, and their mother tongue should be the basis of teaching and learning, and any new knowledge should be connected to the context that the child is already a part of. According to Aurobindo, the child uses all the five senses and the mind as the sixth sense to learn about the world. It is through these processes that the child begins to develop a sense of consciousness which is related to spiritual and moral development. Only a creative and free learning environment can enable this development. Sri Aurobindo Ashram's school, founded in the 1950s, worked on the principle of free progress, where many revolutionary concepts of school education were experimented, possibly for the first time in India, including self-paced learning and evaluation, greater emphasis on hands-on education, and absence of textbooks. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Jiddu Krishnamurti often stated that the purpose of education is to bring about freedom, love, the flowering of goodness, and the complete transformation of society. A constant theme in his writings and lectures was freedom, and freedom for Krishnamurti was more inner in character than political. The deeper freedom of the psyche and the spirit, the inner liberation that he felt, was both the means and the ends of education. Education was freedom from conditioning. From its vast accumulated knowledge as tradition, Krishnamurti felt that not only was a person's nature and the deepest aspects to be uncovered, but each person also had a unique vocation that needed to be discovered. What they really loved to do had to be found and pursued, and to do anything else was deprivation of the worst kind, especially if such deprivation was in order to pursue monetary or professional success or other such socio-cultural aspirations. For Krishnamurti, education was educating the whole person, all parts of the person, educating the person as a whole, not as a assemblage of parts, and educating the person within a whole, as part of society, humanity, and nature, from which it is not meaningful to extract that person. In conclusion, we can say that all these ideas have implications for the foundational stage, both directly and indirectly. Swami Vivekananda and Sri Aurobindo's focus on holistic education, Rabindranath Tagore's emphasis on nature, Mahatma Gandhi's three H's, Jiddu Krishnamurti's idea on freedom, along with the significance of social justice for Jyotiba and Savitribai, All these ideas speak to the kind of education young children will benefit from.